Counting down now to first pitch in South Florida. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Miami Marlins. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, center fielder, Carl Crawford.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, oh, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
First pitch, 7-11.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Yeah, lots of east-west movement here early on. That time, none of those pitches were out over the plate. Everything was right on the corner or maybe off just a little. He'll be fine if he can keep locating his pitches there.
Justin Turner will get his first opportunity now. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down, but he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Batting third, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
And we'll get our first look at a guy now that was drafted first overall by the Marlins, Adrian Gonzalez. Runners off for second. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Right fielder, YASIEL.
YASIEL Puig will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll go to work against quite possibly the toughest in the land, the National League's Cy Young Award winner in 2011 and 13, lefty Clayton Kershaw. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. YELICH will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, YELICH.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
RAFAEL FURCAL will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games. Now he drops one down here right out in front of the plate. Throw to first, not in time, and FURCAL's aboard with a well-placed bunt single.
Batting third, right fielder,
GIANCARLO Stanton will take his first cuts now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. In there, no balls and a strike. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Too high, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
With the first 2 guys of the inning on base, that's a big strikeout there on their number 3 hitter. He'll probably get 3 or 4 more shots at it before this game's over, but he might not get a better RBI opportunity than that one.
2 on here with 1 man out. And standing in, the third baseman, Ty Wigginton. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And a high throw to Adrian as it's over his head. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, clearly this throw was affected by the runner heading down the first baseline. You got to make sure that you don't hit him. So he tries to compensate here, and he winds up throwing it away.
Jeff Baker will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. First pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And this is in the dirt, but Olivo's able to hang with it that time. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Kershaw now on 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Reed Johnson. First pitch coming. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Fastball hit on the ground is short. A flip on to Turner there for the force out, and that ends the inning. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. The Marlins on top, 1-0. YASIEL PUIG leads things off now in the top half of the second.
YASIEL PUIG.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Hey, welcome to Marlins Park. It takes a strong man to get one out here in center field, and he hits this ball a ton, but there's an awful lot of room out there, and this ball just gets swallowed up pretty easily in the end.
ETHIER will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. YELICH is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
HANLEY Ramirez will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. First pitch on the way. And a fastball just misses for ball one. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Now a swing, and how about this? A third straight fly ball out to center. YELICH will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail 1-0. Rob Brantley will start things off in the bottom of the second.
For the Marlins, catcher, Rob Brantley.
Now here's the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
And that's what Kershaw can do to you. He's not as hard a thrower as a lot of people think, but the way he keeps you off balance is top-notch.
And the fact that his arm angle is the same every time, he repeats his release point better than anyone in baseball.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Full count now, 3-2. Three-two lined into right center. A great at-bat there. That's a base hit.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Adeiny Echeverria digs in at the plate. High set by Kershaw, now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Grounded foul, still 2 strikes. Just a touch outside, 1-2. 4 pitches, fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Sliced down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. In the dirt, and now let's see.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Nate Eovaldi will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And he'll just try and throw off the pitcher as that's in for strike one.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Runners on first with one down. The 3-1 is on the way. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder
Christian Yelich will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Really using that slider to his advantage in this at-bat. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
RAFAEL FURCAL will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. High strike there, and it's 1-1. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Giancarlo Stanton
will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Close to the bag, it's second there. Now the pitch. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
Now 0-2, you got to be wary of that changeup. This is where he likes to throw it, and it doesn't always have to be a strike.
And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Brendan Harris will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Brendan Harris.
First pitch in there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Down and away, ball one. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him.
He was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Miguel Olivo will take his first cuts of the ball game here. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Being a number 8 hitter in the National League is really one of the toughest positions a guy can be in. You've got your pitcher behind you on deck, so guys don't feel like they need to challenge you. You've got to be very disciplined up there, and that time, he just wasn't.
Clayton Kershaw will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Ty Wigginton makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Ty Wigginton.
Now here's the first pitch. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Jeff Baker will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Reed Johnson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now here's a hard hit ball. Caught out there at second base. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Carl Crawford will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Center fielder, Carl Crawford.
Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. Ball 1. here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just one hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Justin Turner will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's high, but a fine job to come down with it at third, and he's out stealing third base.
Well, he had to get rid of this ball in a hurry behind the plate. He nearly threw it down the left field line, but a sweet play right there at third base as he climbs the ladder to glove it, then comes down to apply the tag all in one motion.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Swing and a liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
66, YASIEL PUIG.
YASIEL PUIG will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now the first pitch, low for ball 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Fouled back. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And now, 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
ETHIER will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Gonzalez has his lead. Now the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here's a softly hit ball back to him on the mound. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Rob Brantley will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Catcher, Rob Brantley.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. And the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
Adeiny Echeverria will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Nate Eovaldi will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. First offering on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Oh, and he tucks into a slide here and makes the catch to take away what looked like a sure hit, and the inning is over. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Hanley Ramirez will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled back. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Brendan Harris will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now the 3-1. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And this will be fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Miguel Olivo will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Fouled straight back. Runner goes. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the 1-2. And this one will wind up as a foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. Another 2-2 offering. Curveball that time, but he's not fooled as it's sent into right field for a base hit.
But that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get good contact and send it into right field for the base hit.
Clayton Kershaw will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch coming. In there, strike one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike three called on a pitch that looked about a foot inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate, but was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Carl Crawford is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Stanton is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Christian Yelich will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
And his first pitch here is a curveball that's belted into right field for a leadoff single.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
RAFAEL FURCAL will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Puig is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton
will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here comes the 2-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in the 3rd baseman, Ty Wigginton. And he gets ahead 0-1. Yelich is running. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3, as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Justin Turner will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Second baseman, Justin Turner.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. fouled straight back. Grounded to third. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Adrian Gonzalez will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
No runs, 3 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 2-2 home. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2. YASIEL PUIG, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
YASIEL PUIG will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
The 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball, 2-0.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Full count pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only 1 hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
ETHIER will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Barehanded for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jeff Baker will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
First baseman, Jeff Baker.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and bounced to the shortstop, Ramirez. Throw on to first by Ramirez takes care of him. 1 away.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Reed Johnson will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Now Johnson will await the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And no offer on that one as the count to Johnson goes to 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
That pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
And that misses for ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Rob Brantley will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Hanley Ramirez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Stanton is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the 1st out.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Brendan Harris will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
Now the 3-0 pitch. That's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
The pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very 1st inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Miguel Olivo will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And I take it back. It won't end the inning. He's safe at first.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag, and that's going to go down as an E6.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter come on here as the youngster Matt Kemp has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Here's the first offering. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for LA. They're down 2-0.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher set to come on now as they turn things over to the finesse left-hander J.P. Howell. Garrett Jones is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Garrett Jones.
And the inning will start with a chopper foul at home plate. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. Waiting for it is Crawford, and he puts it away for the first out.
Yeah, not his most fluid swing there. You could see he wasn't really able to generate a whole lot of torque there, and this is an easy play out in center field.
Christian Yelich will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard hit to third, taken there by Harris. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman,
RAFAEL FURCAL will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Crawford will wait on it, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. A.J. Ramos will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Carl Crawford will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
A 2-1 offering. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Here's the full count offering. Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Justin Turner will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it, Hechavarria for out number 2. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Two away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Now a ground ball here just to the left to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Marlins 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Changeup that time, a swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall, a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Ty Wigginton will stand in now, hoping to get on track, as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Here he comes on 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. On the ground is second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeff Baker.
New pitcher set to come on now, and it's the veteran right-hander Jamie Wright who gets the call.
Jamie Wright.
Jeff Baker will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And that misses, ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. On the ground down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Reed Johnson will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Oh, but taken by Harris. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back to South Florida following this. Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. YASIEL PUIG will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, that's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
1-0 on the way. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Here now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
ETHIER will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. Ball 1.
Ball. 1 ball. No strike.
Oh, here's a ball smoked into the gap in right center, and he was all over that one. It should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this has been a team struggling to get any offense going, so they needed this. In fact, this is just their first extra base hit of the night so far, so they need to make something come of it.
HANLEY Ramirez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fouled back. Down and away, ball 1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
ETHIER leads off a second. Here's the pitch. Bounced foul off to the right near Davey Lopes, a former Gold Glover himself in the first base coaching box. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Brendan Harris will stand in as their last chance now. Runner away from third, now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. And he gets a piece here as this ball's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
But you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-0. Good night from Miami.